So, couple things. We are doing book stuff at Command. Good competition going on. So, as you guys know, this Extreme Ownership is the first one Jocko wrote. It's really good. But it was pretty extreme, right? Thinking that you've got to own everybody's stuff, which you cannot own everybody's stuff, as we have found out. So he brought balance to it with the dichotomy of leadership, that questioning leadership when it's appropriate and giving better ideas and direction, and everybody all the way down the line being respectful of that to have the best plan. And then I don't have the one, oh yeah, this is it, Discipline Equals Freedom. This is more like, it's very cool. It's got like the military font in it. It's a good coffee table book. Lots of good motivational stuff to read, like a page a day. And when I did like the first Murph thing, I had this, like, and it was able to write all my times, and it's very good.
What's the Murph thing?
Oh, it's a guy who died in one of the battles, and his name was Murph. And so they create WODs, workouts of the day. 1 mile run, 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, 1 mile run in a 20-pound vest or body armor. Oh. And they do this on a lot of like Memorial Day and in remembrance of him. It's a good thing for people. Then I would always put my little quotes in here as well. So this brings me to this book, which is a newer one that it's a little bit down the line. But this book is fantastic. So this is the book that last year when Nick was just really getting frustrated with all the day-to-day stuff and with everyone else. And this is the one I told him, listen to this one and pretend like you are the owner of Augusta.
This gave him a 3-day leave of absence.
Which he begged me not to have, so I didn't give it to him. But I told him he had to spend the weekend and he had to listen to this. And I said, listen to it like you own Augusta and like every person you train is your employee, and that if they don't succeed, you don't make money. If they don't succeed, your business fails. And he was transformed by that mindset. And after that, I saw him bring the guys in at the end of every day and make them sit down, show them what they had made on P for P, and really, two of the guys that Mike was like, I don't think they're going to work out here, I don't think they're going to do well, but Nick spent so much time making them successful that they did really well last season. So I started listening to this one again in our Audible, and it's just a lot of good stuff. Like, when do you as the person down the line take leadership? How do you as a team make decisions together? And keep the big picture in mind, detach enough they can keep the big picture in mind but still operate as a cohesive team. When you listen on Audible now, if you press play, if you go back in and press play, it'll flip you to where the last person was who listened. So now, since there's so many of us on there, kind of take note, like, oh, it says I have 3 hours left. Kind of remember where you are.
But it does have a little pop-up now that says like
taken to the last device or something.
Undo, and then it should go back to where you're
at. It should go back to where you are. So I highly recommend this one, and the reason I was thinking is because we're going to bring new people on this year, and people who know nothing about us, they haven't been immersed in our culture for the last several years, and it's completely dependent on us to show them that kind of leadership, right? By the way we are completely with the whole company and each other, and how we're loyal to the people that aren't even here, but we know they're busting their butt at Command. We know that he's working all night to do stuff for the franchisees, and we are keeping that in mind. And that's the kind of presence we have about us as we lead the new people. And there's not very many. There's really you guys leading the field, and Austin. And so if you listen to this kind of book and then we're all really united, we're doing Zappos, which is really known for their customer service. We're going through that one at Command. And what was I going to say about Zappos? They're amazing customer service, but there was something else about Zappos I wanted to say in regard to this. Oh, I can't think of it right now. I might think of it in a minute. But the reason I wanted to have them do Zappos and you guys do this one is that we together, it was saying that you set the stage for all the people coming after you, so we set the standard, and everybody wanted to work at Zappos. They would move across the country to work at Zappos. And so we have had that here where people are like, oh, we heard Augusta's a great place to to work. We'd like to work here, but then I'm like, well, you know, are you doing drugs? Do you smoke? Yeah. And then I would give them a space of time. Can you quit? I'm going to try. And then say, oh, I just can't. And I get that, you know, they have to have it, but this is just something different. And there's people that we have noticed a pattern that are attracted to the franchise that are not attracted to other franchises because of what they've been watching. And the guys in Augusta in Georgia were completely, have a great business. They've done very well, but the culture was the thing that they joined us for. So I have a lot of confidence in you guys and that we cannot do this without each other. Mike is getting busier and busier and being drawn in so many directions. And we're trying to build the new building. He's looking at the land, meeting with the contractors, and he needs us to take care of as much else as we can together. So that was that.